Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Hakwadash,
HaKadosh.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. And there's a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston camp, the brother Korah Abad, Yakanan,
Brother Yakano.
and hey, we about to go ahead and start camp, so it shouldn't be a long lesson, but we do want to get the Lord working, man, because there's a lot that's going on in the world, and there's many different topics that we can touch on to warn our people, to edify the body, if anything, you see. But one thing we was talking about, sitting here waiting on camp is how we literally seeing the curtain close on America.
Right.
And not just America, but the world. But we focus on here in America because this is the driving force to wickedness that's going on in the world. The reason these other nations doing what they doing is because of what? The influence from America. But now we finally seeing that influence dwindle, and what? We know we that much more closer to our kingdom.
Right.
We hearing the famines that's happening, wars that's happening. We seeing all these Edomites complain. What you complaining for in your kingdom? What you complaining for in your kingdom? Because you know it's over with. And we know it's over with. There's no future, no hope. The brother was, you can get your testimony out too, but the brother was talking earlier about, his job that he had. How a lot of people, can't pay for their certain benefits that they have been receiving. And that's another thing we about to see. Food prices going up and gas prices going up, like you heard that Edomite woman.
Yeah, about $100.
$98 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
I gotta choose out of food and gas. Right. Because time's about to get hard. The curtain closing, man. This ain't the same old jolly, careless America that these people once knew.
Right. You know something, Mike, just real quick, if I can say. This is orchestrated, first of all, by the Most High. But Esau, the elites, have orchestrated the downfall and the demise of this economy and this corporation, Babylon, which we know is America, But what's going on now is Joe Six-Pack Esau is just now starting to understand what the hell is going on. His beloved America and stars and bars and all that bullshit is gone, man. It's on its way out.
Like a rock.
Yes, sir. And they feeling this crunch now, man. Whereas before they were like, Trump gonna make America great again, and they really believed in that. Now they got no hope because they see the handwriting on the wall, which we have always knew was coming, man. Just to throw that in real quick, bro.
Hey, it's like he said it's orchestrated.
And we got Shamala here with us too.
Con.
It says it's orchestrated. They doing this on purpose.
Right.
The average Edomites, they don't know nothing about it, So that's why they going crazy. Everybody going crazy, but the elites, they pushing for this. They excited. They trying to take this to the next step. So everybody gonna be panicking, and then it's gonna be like, damn, well, what we gonna do? Then it's time for the new world order.
Right.
Then this is what's gonna make it easier for you. Just take this, and everything gonna be all right. After a couple months of them going without food and living, because they already living paycheck to paycheck, most Americans, and this is just making it worse.
Right.
So you don't just squeezing the life out of them, and just any little bit of comfort, they gonna take it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I seen an article that said how the majority of Americans, over 50%, now got to dip into their savings account. That's supposed to be your emergency money,
Right.
If you need it, in an instant. No, people got to pay bills with that now. People got to get food with the savings account money. You see?
What was that other thing? Oh, it's like
Now, go ahead.
people making over $250,000 are living check to check. Also,
It's something to be said about that, bro.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. First of all, you need to. Yeah. You can go move somewhere else, bro.
Yeah, but look, they can't just move that quick. The housing market fucked up. They can't sell their house that quick. You can't find a house that,
Yeah.
So come on, man. The law got everything planned, but we gonna bring that Ecclesiastes 12 out, everybody.
I
we start at 1, all right?
Okay, This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. And it reads, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, so this is the time right now that we in to come back to our power. Before all hell break loose.
Right.
Before things get bad. Because once things get bad, the mercy of the Lord ain't going to be easily accessible as it is now.
Right.
You see? But again, we going into the time we're approaching that, and we see people already freaking out. Why? They don't have that comfort to keep them stable. They don't know their creator. You know, you got it. And again, brothers add on, you know.
Con, and starting with our elder apostles, man, this is something that we've been saying for years is coming. But Jake fan the hand and, you know, play like, oh, them niggas crazy. They just talking to be talking. But now, young Jake, or Jake period, is leaving the so-called, the wacky-tacky Christian church because they saying, hey, man, them dudes is right, you know. And we offering something which is the 100% truth and a way out of which is the salvation. Is your only way out is this word. And they got nothing else to offer nowhere else, man. But, you know, you done been warned, you know. So, it is what it is. You got something?
Right, because, it's they like everybody knows in the church, they just teaching prosperity. But, shit, how can you prosper during a time like this?
Man.
So, they have nothing for them. So, their souls are hungry.
Right.
So, and they searching for answers. I don't know, like brother said, you know, y'all had Isaiah 24 on deck already, like that y'all was gonna grab, right? Yeah. Hey, they searching for answers, so they gonna start leaving them. It's gonna get to a point to where they gonna start putting their hands on these different
pastors.
Yeah, like bro, like okay, what are we supposed to do? You see all this happening, right? Hey, then they probably still telling them to pay their tithes, you know, passing it down, you know, the plate around. A couple of times.
Yeah, exactly. More than once.
If you don't pay, you ain't got faith in Jesus. You know?
Right.
They're going to force you to pay something.
You know, they had a list of the highest paid preachers, and John Copeland and T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen. All these people are making over 100 and something million. They worth over almost $200 million, man. You think they going through what you going through?
Hey, to show how they false, you know, pastors and false shepherds, just like when the apostles and them, they distributed to everybody how much they needed. Like, so everybody can be good. They not finna fucking do that.
No, sir.
Right. You see? You got it up.
Con, this is verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Right? Why the wisdom knowledge still here?
Exactly.
You see, it's when you're supposed to seek the Lord, because it's finna be a famine of the word, and it's gonna be a actual famine.
Right.
You see, but this truth is here just so you could have a hedge during the time that's coming, and the Lord can provide for you. But the people crying out, all people crying out, but they not seeking the Lord though. You see, in the book of Amos, the 5th chapter, the Most High said, hey, seek ye me and ye shall live. And also say, I believe that's in 2nd Chronicles, whoever don't seek Yahweh with folks shall die, shall be put to death of Israel. So, hey, the Lord is giving you a choice.
Right. And that's not something you're going to learn in the wacky-tacky Christian church, bro. Y'all good? Okay, this is verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
That's another thing that's been happening. It's been a report that Americans don't want to go back to work. The grinding cease. You know, a nigga say, I'm on my grind, I'm in my bag. Right, it's ceasing. One, they ain't really trying to pay you what you want to get paid. And then if they doing, they really not, even if you get a raise, it's not a raise.
Yeah.
Because everything going up, you just paying for, you know.
It's really like it's like when inflation going up, it's really like they paying you less.
Right.
Your pay going down in a sense. You getting paid the same on paper, but the value of your paycheck is nothing. Not the same.
And it is devalued because the raises that you get, which most people ain't getting, can't keep up or compete with inflation. I mean, you know, inflation take 2 steps, 3 steps forward, and your raise might take you 1 step forward, if that, you know. Right. So you falling further behind, but you making more money. That don't even make sense to the average Joe Blow, but they don't understand inflation, bro, which now is hyperinflation.
Yeah, dollar raise.
$1.50. Yeah. But look, but again, this is times we come. America's never experienced what we about to see.
Right.
Never had the struggle. You know, breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner. Now you got Uber Eats, comforts, in other words. Comforts being taken away. Grinding and ceasing. And, and you can read on now, because it go going to, it's no future here, there's no hope here, man. There's nothing left here but darkness. What the scripture said in Ezekiel, it's evil and only evil. That's what's coming. You got it, bro. Yeah,
like you say, a time like they ain't seen before, which leads up to what? A day like no other, man. The day of the Lord. This is all culminating in the day of the Lord is gonna culminate all this. This is all that's gonna be the end all be all. Let me say it that way. You know. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Verse 4.
You read it again,
Come, verse 3.
Come.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
Right, the keepers of the house, these so-called financial advisors, the people that's watching over America. You see the people that's all into the stock market and this and that, right? They trembling right now because they seeing America fall apart. You see, because it's not what they thought that it would be. Because what the Psalms 49 say, the inward thought is that the house shall continue forever. Now the elites, the elites know what they doing, but you like the American, the regular American Edomite, he don't know like the plans they got. They don't be all into the old what they call conspiracy theories and this and that. All they care about is going out with the wife, enjoying the time with the kids, right? It's doing Edomite shit, crazy shit, right?
Yeah, they going hunting and fishing on the weekends.
And they not spiritual,
right?
They not a spiritual people, so they trembling. You see, and you can read after that part.
Their country club membership, they ain't paying on their country club,
right? Like you say, they not spiritual, bro, because they say in Habakkuk, the spirit that is in him is not upright, bro. He's not a spiritual man at all. Okay. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
Right, all of these jobs and shit, like the brother said earlier, man, a lot of people ain't going to work because it's really not even worth it. Like, going to work for what? Because if you don't really got no, I mean, like skills to get, like, paid, you know, to combat inflation on what's going on, it's like, damn, what the fuck am I going to work for? I'm just going to be, you know, just working to pay the bills, if that. You probably still got to go get a side hustle, this and that. So, like, damn, I might as well move in. You gotta go stay with 2-3 people or something.
Right.
So, like, fuck that. Then it says those that look out of the windows be darkened, because it's like, damn, the way that it's going, if it don't stop, hey, there is no future.
Right, and there is none.
Right, yeah, we know that, but they don't know. They hoping for some type of bounce back and this and that. So they hoping for that. Bro. You saw fucking playing with their minds, bro.
Right.
Hey, they hoping for this, and it's gonna seem like there is no other way. Then it's gonna be like, okay, here goes the Karagma.
Right.
Here you go. This is the way. But we know that Yahweh Shai is the way.
Right.
See, but they go present it. Okay, you know, he goes the Karagma. Just take this. This is the way out.
Come.
This gonna reset everything.
Yeah. You ain't seen bouncing back. That ain't gonna happen.
You got a point out?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, because you mentioned might as well live with with 3 other people.
Right.
Out in California, they got them to where you can just rent a bed, and it's like you seen like what's that movie, The Fifth Element? You know, they had an airplane and they had the people sleeping on top of each other and stuff there in the plane. Well, you just rent the bed and it's like $800 a month. And that's
God
just the
damn.
bed. And it's just like bunk beds. You just rent a bunk bed, $800 a month.
That shit wicked.
You know, something else they doing in California, man, in SoCal, in Southern California. They work in California, but they migrate and live in Mexico. It's actually cheaper to do. But guess what? Issachar's pissed off because now the cost of living is going up over there. So, you know, now the shoe is on the other foot. All that quit coming across the border, coming into America illegally, stay your ass out of Mexico.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see how that shit feel.
Now they're gonna finish the wall now.
Yeah, not right. Going back, verse 4.
Yeah, so I think that's basically it on that, huh? That's like you wanted that corrupt, bro?
I mean, you got some on 24, huh?
In verse 4
Yeah,
was,
verse
yeah.
4.
All right, come on.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
Hey, businesses closing. And that's been happening like 3 or 4 years ago. How much more now? Businesses closing because they ain't got nobody to work.
Right.
We about to see that even more, man. They talking about food shortages. they said these next 6 months really gonna be the time of trouble.
Right.
Who knows what could happen? They talking about blackouts, so on and so forth. You know? So you gotta do, bro.
Con. When the sound of the grinding is low, and the heart and Salakia, and he shall rise up against the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
A good time gone. Ain't no good time, man. Happy time. With that Frankie Beverly made happy feeling. No, ain't no more.
Yeah, ain't no more Frankie Beverly playing.
You see? But you got it. That was it on that.
That was it on that.
You got it, bro. You can start at 4. Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Right. That's that Proverbs 29. When the righteous on authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right. Everybody in mourning right now. They languishing, suffering, going through it, and this world fading away. The lavish lifestyles that people once lived fading away. At one time, people, who had money, you could just spend it. Social media influencers. Now you gotta budget your money. You can't just spend like that no more. Time's hard. You gotta, have some wits about yourself now in these times, man. People saving up on canned goods, so on and so forth. But the point is, everything is languishing, fading away. The glitz and glamour that this world, especially America, once had is no more there.
Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. And
all right, you read that part again?
5 or 6.
Yeah, whatever you just got to read.
Okay. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, or changed the ordinance, broken the covenant of broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth.
Right. So the happenings of the earth, talking about the people that's in rulership. See, everything is going to shit, man, because the earth is not even ran properly.
Right.
You see, so it just things on top of things. That's why the Most High is just taking this place out. Right. You see, and which is the it's in the best interest of the Israelites, because they just gotta understand, hey, this destruction is coming, in the kingdom coming. Right. The Most High, Esau, he's trying to do the great reset, but ultimately this is the Most High. He about to actually do a reset on this place. Right. You see, just like you said, your brother brought up Proverbs 29. Hey, people mourning right now.
Right.
You see, they want a righteous rulership, but they don't know that it's us. You see? Right. Hey, but this is how the Most High gonna bring all that about.
Right. Just a real quick one. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. That does not describe Babylon, bro. Who we got in leadership here? You got Sleepy Joe, some goddamn idiot. You got a bunch of wicked, evil Edomites, which goes back into what the brother said, man, when the righteous are in authority, the people mourning. You think this is a wise judge leading this place?
Man,
you think shit?
That man doodled on himself.
Man, that's the dude go to sleep, man, at the podium. He's Alzheimer's. He's just, bro.
He laughable.
Right. And where the hell is his vice president? You don't see her nowhere, man. She's just laughing and say silly shit and going about. People looking at her like, man, what's wrong with this crazy ass lady, man?
Wearing fake Tim.
So I mean, this place is gone to shit, man. So, but I just wanted to bring that out real quick because the brother talked about when the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice, man.
You could clearly see it's over, bro. Like,
come on,
bro. That's one reason we should rejoice. What the scripture says. One thing that makes the Lord happy is for a man to see the downfall of his enemies.
Right.
We living in that. We seeing it. Although we suffering too, we gonna go through it too. But every day is gonna be one step closer to our kingdom, man.
Right.
That's what we should think about. You got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 24 verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh.
Right. You about to say
You
something?
got it.
Nah, all the merry-hearted do sigh. People who once lived it up. You know, ain't had no cares in the world. Now you sighing and crying. Women,
Right.
they got a tampon shortage. What you gonna do? They got a baby formula shortage. What you gonna do? You see?
Hey, the Most High forcing them back into their traditional role.
Right.
Cause if it's a baby formula shortage, what you gotta do? You gotta breastfeed then.
You got to.
Unless you just don't give a damn about your baby.
Which describes the Jake woman.
It's a thing though. Now they go
Or the
breastfeed. They got buku toxins in their body. Black and
Right.
mild smoke. Casamigos. You know what I'm saying? All this bullshit in their body. They probably got the jab in them, in their blood, still running through their blood. Yeah, so the baby's sucking all that in. There was another report, women who got the jab, who been breastfeeding, their children been either getting sicknesses or
Right.
dying, man.
Or dying.
Right.
So, I remember Zanella posted probably like a year or two ago how women breast milk already contaminated, and this before all this even happened.
Gone.
Come
You
on,
know,
man.
and on top of that, you got a lot of Judite women that did breastfeed that smoked all the way through their pregnancy, man. Blunts and cigarettes, you know. And some that didn't breastfeed, but they smoked throughout the pregnancy, man. And babies were born deformed, man. That shows you, man, these women ain't gonna have no problem eating their children, man. Cannibalism when those days come, man, because they don't give a shit about these kids to begin with. You know,
They only be having them, bro, because they getting them checks for them.
that's it.
Child support and whatever. You said 6 o'clock. We can hear them go
Yeah,
through
we
that.
can finish it off. All right.
Isaiah 24, verse 8. The mirth of Tabereth ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth.
Right. Hey, you know, because brothers always talking about that, you know, Judite woman singing the fuck nigga free song,
Yeah.
fuck nigga free.
F-R-E-E.
Hey, it's going to be a time when you're going to wish you had a man. Hey, the shooter say the man should be a hiding place basically from the destruction that's coming. Hey,
Seven
everybody
women.
that was in that jolly spirit, you know, just celebrating shit like you got Pride Month and all this. The Most High is about to show you. He about to take away the spirit of pride out of the earth.
Con.
And he gonna make himself known. You gonna be like, damn, the Most High gonna make it evident. He gonna make himself evident, right, in these people's lives. You see, before he kill them.
Right. Straight up.
Con.
You got it up.
That was it on there.
He got it. You lost your.
No, I got it. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them.
Right, you
that
ain't
drink.
drinking it. So like, you ain't drinking a party because you excited. You trying to get rid of that
Right.
misery, man.
The misery.
You
Con.
see, you got it, bro.
They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down.
And that's talking about America first and foremost. Babylon, confusion. It's broken down. It's not what it once was.
Right. Nor will it ever be again.
You mentioned earlier, like Jeremiah 51. This the
Yeah.
time of the Lord's judgment. You can't
Exactly.
heal this. It's no healing. There's no balm, no ointment, no stimulus checks you can put in, no fixing the roads and shit. It's going to be destroyed. And we at the beginning stages, man.
Con.
Hey, that gold they just discovered in Uganda,
Yeah.
that ain't gonna help neither.
No.
Yeah.
That's going straight to us.
Even if you find vibranium, man, that shit ain't going to help.
yeah. Even if they found the city of Wakanda.
Right.
Even the scripture said, "Rich is prophet not in the day of wrath."
Yeah.
It's a time of wrath. That's not gonna turn away the Most High's anger. The Most High said,
Shit.
"A sword is sin. Who shall turn it back?" Ain't no gold gonna turn it back. Oh, they got a couple. They got a couple. How they say it? I don't know how they weigh gold. They weigh it in talents or I'm just gonna say a
and-
couple of ounces. Yeah, a couple
Right.
ounces of gold. Most are like, all right, they got that. You know, let me chill out. You know, they got
Yeah,
the gold.
ain't nothing, no.
What the fuck the Most High gonna do with your gold?
Him and Biden making a trade deal.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai come back, him and Biden at the table, you know?
Yeah, they at the damn, what's the little summit meeting?
Yeah, Yahweh Shai down his
They
glorious
sitting at
body.
the bargaining table.
And
The
Kim
Most High
Jong-un.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. and Putin.
Y'all try to flip that motherfucker over.
Or start whooping them like he did.
Yeah, in the temple.
We can wrap it up.
Yeah, you can rap. Yeah, come.
That was the end of that?
Yeah. Let me. I got one more.
Okay.
Isaiah 24 verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets.
Mhm.
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Right. So there's a cry for wine in the street. What that wine represents? That wine represents, you know, the answers.
Right.
You see, they searching for answers in these different, you know, religions or whatever it may be. They want an answer to, you know, why is it like this? What's going on? You see, how can I make it out of this situation? You see, which we giving our people, you know, the solution. You see, the elect only gonna take heed because this is not for the other nations. They just fuck, period.
Yeah.
See, but for Israel, we telling you, hey, come back to the Lord. The Lord gonna take care of his people. You see, and just have faith. All right. It says it's a crying for wine, so they desperately need something to help them. All right, but hey, because it said that this place is broken down. The Most High is about to take all of this shit out.
Right.
America is not going to be standing no more.
Right. And it's talked about the mirth. What it said about the mirth shall cease.
The mirth of the land is gone.
It's gone.
It was gone.
All that bullshitting is gone, man. That playing and having a good time, that's out the window, Jack. You know, it's balls to the wall. It's down to the nut cutting, as they say, man. You know, this is it.
Reality.
Yeah, we've reached what boys to men say. Although we reached the end of the road, we at the end of the road.
That whole old now. That whole on that beach, she old now.
She is.
wrinkly. You know, her breast implants, them bust and shit.
She at the wall.
Yeah, we can end it though. You know,
Yeah.
Con, so yeah, we hope, you know, y'all edified. That we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory
unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Step honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone we want to choose from. Peace and salutation to your brothers and sisters that scattered across the four corners of this earth, that's pushing and teaching this truth and believing in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
That's all this. I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going to go home too.
Count.